I figured out that I had synesthesia when I was in graduate school. I was doing some listening, studying with my roommate, and I was talking about how I experienced the music and what I was hearing in the music. Whenever I was listening to it, I was hearing it in the colors, and he was explaining it instrumentally. Listen to this, can't you hear the trumpets and the flutes in this section? And that's what he was looking for. I was like, dude, no, it's orange. Like, that is so orange. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Well, synesthesia is basically a blending of the senses where people will experience one sense associated with another sense. One of the most common types of synesthesia actually is where people see colors or different sensations when they see certain letters or certain numbers. But in theory, any combination of senses or different components within a sense could be combined in order to experience synesthesia.
I'm Kevin Coker. I'm the choral director at Blue Valley Northwest. I actually have a form of synesthesia called chromesthesia. The form that I have is that I experience music through a variety of colors, and it doesn't have anything to do with taste or sense of hearing. It just has to do with almost like a Windows media player has the background with the different images popping in different colors, and anytime I listen to a piece of music, that's always going on in my brain. My form of synesthesia is mainly attached to harmonies, and the way that I found that out was by listening to different music from different time periods. And the harmonies that they use in the classical period is much different than what they use in the Romantic or the Renaissance period of the 20th century. And each section of music history and the harmonies that come about provoke a different set of colors for me. On another note, while I experience synesthesia through music, it's not all music. I don't have any color association if there's not enough harmonic action going on in the background. If it's like a lot of like rap and hip hop and R&B, I still appreciate the music. I just don't get the color schemes with it. It's a blank for me. But if I'm listening to Jason Mraz or John Mayer, that definitely evokes a different type of scheme with their acoustics and what's going on in my brain. Whenever I experience the colors, it doesn't change my vision. It doesn't change the room to like that color purple or that magenta color. It just is, it's in my mind's eye. Like if I were to ask you to picture a whale, I'm sure that you could see a whale in your mind's eye as opposed to visualizing it up on the wall in front of you. It's something you never really get desensitized to. It's constantly there, and you can't turn it off. For someone who spends their whole day doing music, I don't like driving with the radio on. I don't keep up with new music as much as I should, probably because of it. I listen to a lot of sports talk radio. It doesn't ever make me mad or angry, or I just like some time without the colors sometimes. I think the most surprising part about synesthesia is it's actually more common than people think. From what I've read at least, it's normally about 10% of the population that's affected in some way. So if you're sitting in a class with 30 kids, then chances are that 3 of them experience synesthesia in some way, shape, or form, whether it be chromesthesia through the music, or another form where it's the colors associated with the letters, or a certain taste associated with numbers.
You don't know that people with synesthesia realize that they're even different from other people. So, like, you wouldn't go up to your friend and say, do you see this as red, or do you see this as blue? We just kind of assume that everybody sees it as red or sees it as blue, and I think a lot of synesthetes just assume that everybody else sees things or hears things like they do.
I never knew that wasn't unusual. That's how I've always experienced music, and I assumed that everyone else did as well. I've been experiencing music through colors ever since, for as long as I can remember. It's not something that I learned throughout the way. It was just something I was kind of born with.
I don't know if neuroscientists know exactly why synesthesia happens. It results from different areas of the brain communicating than is typical, but I don't know if they realize that it's something that somebody's born with, or if through their experiences, different areas of the brain just end up getting connected in unique ways.
I have it whether I know about it or not. And so I've never really read about it. There's nothing I can do about it to change it, and it doesn't bother me. It's just there. But it's the only reality that I know. You only know what you know. And your reality is how you experience life, and that's not the same as anyone else's. It's bizarre.